Hello and welcome to an episode of For Real Talkers. I'm Bobby,
And I'm Jen.
and today we're going to be talking about wants versus needs. hmm Especially when it
Mm-hmm.
comes down to those relationships.
Hi, and so guys, I think I'm gonna ask Bobby first before she
Whoop,
asks
whoop.
me. Um, what do you want or need from your relationship in order to be happy?
That's a good question. So, first, I want to say wants versus needs. Yes, there's some things that I absolutely need in a relationship, and then
Mm,
there's some things we just might want, and we can't find
okay.
perfection. So, what I need in a relationship in order for me to be happy, I first and foremost, I need there to be an awesome connection between him
Right.
and I.
Right.
We got to just mesh well,
Mm-hmm.
gel well together because
Mm-hmm.
we have like common interests,
Right.
common beliefs. I need someone who believes in God.
Hmm.
You know,
That's a fact.
absolutely. Someone honest
Mm-hmm.
communication, someone I
Yep.
can have fun with.
Yep.
And I absolutely need love. I want to be in love with someone who's in
Yeah.
love with me.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
someone
love
who I
you.
can adore, who can adore me as well.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
I also am looking for stability.
Mhm. Mhm.
Someone who could be a good protector.
Definitely.
Absolutely. So those are the things that I really, really need. And you
Definitely.
must be employed. You gotta be employed because we need money,
Mhm. Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
I don't mind working, but what do you
So
think, Jen?
so you told me all of those. Those are good qualities. You didn't say, and when wants versus needs, you didn't tell me about the physical attributes because you will definitely define it. And I'm like, but you will. So tell me, if you have all of those great qualities in the man that you just described,
Yes.
but he was 5'3" or five. Okay, and
Come
I'll
on
be like
now.
this. Okay, if he was 5'6", 5'5", you know,
So now Jen,
talk to me now.
okay,
Tell
now
the truth
she's gonna
now.
put me to shame on
Tell
live
the truth.
because I'm gonna just keep it real. I'm not a short woman. For
Okay.
those that don't know, I'm about 5'7". And so I don't want to be, I like to put on my heels and everything. So
Oh.
I'm concerned about walking in the street with the guy and people
Mhm.
coming up to me. They be looking at me like I'm the professional basketball player.
Oh.
I don't look like I'm the pro ball player because I'm towering over him. So yeah,
Oh
I
my
definitely,
God. Okay.
aesthetically, I like a man who's tall, but I'm not saying that I have to have that. That's no longer
Okay.
a need.
Uh
It's
huh.
kind of a want.
Okay.
What about you? You okay with the 5'3"? Because you a little bit taller than I
So
am. Let's keep it real.
I am I am not I'm okay with the 5'3", right?
I don't
I'm
believe so.
so
I don't.
serious. I am.
Really?
Now,
Okay.
I'm okay with the 5'3", and I'm okay with being wide in girth. Is that the
Okay.
right word? I'm okay with that. I just want you to be okay. So we're gonna go back. Physically, of course I love a tall drink of water because I'm a tall drink of water myself.
Okay. Hello. I'll
How,
drink to that.
however, that's not a need.
Okay. It's more
You
of a
know,
want.
yes, more of a want.
Okay.
Um, um, but
I'm starting to weigh it out.
I need him to treat me good, like make me feel good. I mean,
hmm
I feel good about myself all the time.
Wonderful.
However,
Yes. Yes.
um, I want a man that uplifts me and
Oh, I
is
like that.
there for me in the good, the bad, and the ugly. And no, it
Okay.
don't matter if I have a bonnet on or if I'm all dolled up. Like
Aww.
he's like my biggest cheerleader.
Yes.
You
That too. That
know,
too. Put that on my list.
I want exactly, exactly.
I need that. I
E-
need that.
Exactly. Somebody I could talk to who we could be besties at the
hmm
same time, like, like partners in crime.
Yes.
We have to be evenly yoked.
Yes. Yes.
Um, and somebody who loves family,
hmm
and enjoys the small things in life. And I know I probably
hmm
mentioned this before, but like I'm very simple. Like I love walking around the park and just I'm a person on big on views and aesthetics. So like the simple things.
Okay. Okay, Jen. So what about, having someone who's trustworthy? Like, where does that weigh?
Definitely. That is the heavy, heavy, heavy.
Need, want.
That's a need.
Okay.
Trustworthy.
Yes.
Oh, God fearing. At the very, very top of the list.
Okay.
Did I mention family person? I did.
You
I'm
did.
gonna mention it again.
Yes.
Um,
Family is very important to me too.
yes.
Absolutely. We'll
Yes.
gel good
Yes.
together if you're a
Yes.
family person because
Yeah.
that's what I'm all about.
A protector.
Mm-hmm.
You know, somebody who got my back.
Okay.
No matter what,
Okay. Yes.
and make me feel safe.
Yes.
And safe could mean like I know I'll be in a room full of people, beautiful people, and he looking at me like I'm the only person in the room.
Hello.
Period.
Isn't that amazing? So
That's
that's what
it.
I'm talking about with the adoration. Somebody
Mhm.
that really admire you,
Yeah.
and you admire them as well.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
So now we were just talking about a lot of needs.
Yes.
Some of those things might sound like wants too. I don't know how it sounds to you guys.
Well, yeah, some of those things I'm not compromising on. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
I compromised already on like the the some of the physical
Well,
attributes.
yeah, and you're very fair with that. So, I mean, I would
Yeah.
say for me, there was a time in my life you definitely had to be like at least 6'2", in shape, muscular guy, good looking, handsome. But now
Yeah.
you don't even have to be handsome. You can look okay because I'm looking into your heart.
Your
I'm
heart
trying to look in
and your
through your eyes to
soul.
see your soul.
'Cause you got
to see
some
that match.
Beautiful
Right?
people with
Yes.
ugly souls.
Yes, yep. And so for me, you just need to be, my girlfriends, we coined the phrase, we like to say mall walkable, okay? Mall walkable, meaning that
What is that?
It means that I'm okay with walking through the mall with you and I'm not going to feel embarrassed. So if you're mall walkable, I'm okay with that
Oh,
look, but
God.
I
She
still
said
need a
mall
guy to
walkable.
be just, a little bit taller because
Okay.
with 5'7" and putting on my heels, I'm already at like almost 6 feet. So
Okay.
I cut that down from 6'2" and up to like,
Yeah.
can you just be like 6 feet at least?
Yeah. I mean, I dated a guy. He was like, I want to say he was like 5'5", 5'4", and that's with my heels.
She's not with him anymore, y'all. She ain't
No,
with him,
that's
so.
not because he was short. It's just because.
No, just kidding.
But I always loved it because he made me feel like I felt like
You felt like you was on top of the world.
I felt like I was at Amazon. Like this is
That's what I'm
but
talking about. You felt like you was on top of the world.
I'm telling you, you can ask my sisters. I have never discriminated.
I have seen some people that you dated, and I think that that's a beautiful thing about you, that you're able to really not let the size and the height affect your decision, and that's wonderful. I commend you for it. I'm not there yet. I mean, you don't have to be a very much in shape person because, listen, hey, I'm not perfect either. But like I said, more walkable. I just need to be attracted to you because
right.
you're gonna want to do some things eventually,
Exactly.
And
so you will compromise on those things. And what are your deal breakers with things you're not compromising on in that list you just
I
mentioned?
need someone who's going to be an honest communicator. I absolutely need that, and I need a man who believes in God. Now, I'm not going to talk about your level of, faith or being religious because you don't have to be religious. You need to be a believer at least because, honey, I'm going to pray for you, and I'm praying for me. Yes, I'm going to pray for us.
Yeah, I need you to have a relationship with God.
Yeah.
For real. And when we say our prayers at night, like we saying them together.
That
and
would be wonderful.
I like that because I know that where your heart is because all of us we all have fell short. However,
Absolutely.
As long as you got to talk to God.
Yes. But Jen, let me ask you this because people are probably saying they ain't being real about this. Let's talk about the finances a little bit because that's usually the topic that people don't want to talk about, right? But this guy recently, he asked me what I was looking for, and I told him pretty much the stuff that I shared with you guys already. He's like, "Well, what about finances, Bobby? You leaving that part out?" Like, the guy has to be a six-figure earner. And I said, "Well, you know what? To be honest with you, I don't want him to make a substantially amount less than what I make, right? Because, you still want to date and there needs to be a courtship and he still needs to be able to take me out. But to just cut to the chase, Yeah, what's wrong with wanting a six-figure earner person? Because I need you to make, like I'm saying, you can't make like less than half or almost half of me because I feel honestly
Mm-hmm.
that guys tend to be a little insecure when the woman make a lot more
More
money
than.
than them. I'm not saying just a little more. I mean, if she's making a lot more, they
Mm-hmm.
tend to be a little bit insecure, and I don't want that. And I definitely want you to be able to court me. I don't mind treating my man. I will treat him. I will take him
Uh-huh.
out. I will spend money. But I want him to be able to be in position to do nice things for
True.
me too.
Okay.
You know, we got to sustain
Okay.
the relationship. So
Okay.
income does matter.
Okay.
And the guy said to me, "Well, Bobby, and I want to hear you talk." But he told me, it sounds to me like all those things you want, and then on the financial side, it's gonna be difficult to get that because you're looking for a 1%er. He said because if the man possesses all those qualities that you're talking
Well,
about,
well.
yeah. He said if you get those qualities, he's probably not going to make that all that money. But if the
Mm-hmm.
guy's making a lot of money, then he's probably not going to have all those qualities because
Yeah.
he feels he don't really have to bring it all. But I don't believe that. What you think?
Well, I am old school, so and I don't know if I mentioned it before, but yes, he has to be a good provider, but I'm not putting a number on that because if you are you know you are a good provider, like you will make it work. I laughed the other day. I laughed actually because I was at my parents' house and my mother was like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is to be worried about that. So I feel for you. And she was talking about me paying a light bill and a gas bill, and I cracked up. And I was
Aw.
like, oh, excuse me. She was like, yeah, 'cause I don't know what you're going through because you gotta pay your
Everything,
you gotta
right?
pay your rent, you gotta pay. I don't even know what it is. And then I'm laughing like, excuse me, miss. Oh, I don't know what it is to go through that, right? But my father used to be like, what is Dutch? Like,
Okay.
like, and I'm not gonna call my mother father. She ain't never had to look at no mortgage bill. She never had to
No.
look at no.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And
So what are you saying, Jim? What are you saying?
I am
Get it out.
saying, I'm saying what my daddy said.
So how you feel
but
about
at
that?
the
The
same
money.
time, things have changed.
Okay.
So there's times where like if there's things that I need to pay versus because I know there's things that my mom do like she don't sit there because trust me, my mother owned businesses before. She's been in the workforce before, but now she's just chilling like but all through that, even when she was working and owning businesses, she still never had to pay that mortgage bill. So
But
she
see-
didn't know what it was like, But things have, like I
Things
said,
have changed.
things
But
have
also,
changed.
when you're talking about your parents, these are married parents.
Yeah.
Her parents are married. They've been married a very long time. So, guys, do it make a
Yeah.
difference if you're in a relationship and you guys
50-something,
you live together, but you're not married?
Yeah.
So, should it make a difference then with who's paying what? Like,
if you
it's
just
the
live,
same thing?
if and I'm not saying you're just living together because that's still a big deal, shacking up.
Okay.
But if you
No,
doing
thank
that,
you. I don't want to
if
shack.
you're doing that, I think we're gonna be splitting some of the expenses, and it might not go straight down the line 50-50,
Okay.
depending on
Woo!
what you're paying. It might not be that way, but if you're living together, you know, I don't even don't let my father hear me saying, but yeah, you because number one, he's like shacking up.
Right.
Number two, like you're gonna be splitting some of the bills.
Okay,
Period.
now you saying
And I'm okay
splitting.
with that.
Okay, now I'm okay with the word sharing because split just,
Not
it's taking me back to
split
when you said 50-50 because
No, okay.
no.
Let me reword that.
Well, you could go ahead and reword it. Go ahead.
Not split. Sharing some of the expenses.
Yes, sharing
you
the
know?
responsibility. And to me,
Yeah.
we can look at who makes what
Yeah.
amount more than the other person, and maybe it could be an equal sacrifice.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like an equal sacrifice. But honey, if you can pay that mortgage all on your own, then go ahead, baby. Handle it because I
Yeah.
got us in all other ways. I got us. When the time comes to take that elaborate vacation,
Yeah.
guess who have the money? I saved that money up because now
You
got
took,
us.
yep.
I got us.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely
yeah, but
right.
the guy just told me flat out, Bobby, that it's gonna be hard to find him because you're looking for a one percenter.
I don't
So,
know.
and then he had a nerve to tell me that he was a one percenter. He had a nerve to tell me, well, you looking at a one percenter. I'm like,
What happened? Where
who
he
am
at?
I?
Where is he now? Where is he? I need to know. I need to know.
Inquiring minds want to know. So listen, I need a little clarity on what's a one percenter. You guys, because to me, when I hear one percenter, I'm thinking, someone like a millionaire status or something like that to me, because just a six-figure income, I don't know if that really puts you as a one percenter. But I don't know. I don't have all the facts. I don't know even what the amount of money that this guy made who told me that. But I thought it was kind of comical. And it seemed like, women, maybe we want too much and we just can't have it all.
In today's economy, no, not even that is like a one percenter actually. Especially if you have all these other factors coming into play. A whole bunch of different baby mamas. And like, living the fast life, you just want to, be flashy and, spending money doing everything else but paying bills. So, I mean, a 1% could just be looking good on paper, but not in real life.
Okay. Well, honey,
not the reality.
You got your 1%, don't you tell nobody.
Don't.
Because for some reason it seemed like, when women talk good things about their relationship or their man, other people are listening in good.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes, you be happy for a person without trying to interrupt and try to step in there.
Yeah.
And see if you could take that man. Like, come on now. Why do we behave that way as a woman?
Yeah.
That's
I
more
really,
like a chick to me.
I really
That's a
think,
chick, not a woman. And there's a difference. A chick or a woman. Are you a chick or a woman?
That's a girl abroad. But there have been times where if you're talking about your mate, and they will try it just to see, like, I could get them, watch.
Yeah.
Just to prove. And that's so sad though. And I myself, I don't know. I don't really. I am a private person, so I don't really talk about like my I'm a private person, but I'm talking right now on For Real Talkers.
Well, I want to bring up this question since we're talking about wants and needs and stuff, and it is from the card game For Real Talkers.
Yeah.
And this question, it says like, when is it okay to actually tell someone you love them? So let me just say, you met the person, you've been dating them. When is the right time? After how much time? When is it okay to actually say I love you? What do you think?
Wow. See, that's almost like an age-old question, Bobby. Because you can, just wait for that right time, and that right time may never come. Or you can wait till y'all have surpassed like that 2-year mark and you're settled, and you say it, and you don't hear it back.
Ooh, 2 years.
So
wait a second.
I don't know if there's a right time to say I love you. I'm saying you could wait for that, but I can. For me.
Is that a shy person, or maybe a person is just not? They just don't love you, but
maybe they just don't love you. But
okay,
I'm sorry.
2 years is I can't date you for 2 years without hearing that. I'm sorry, I just don't have that kind of time. What am I? Because to me, I'm gonna be thinking, well, am I doing something wrong? Is he doing something wrong? Because if I'm not loving you within 2 years time, why am I? I don't know. Maybe you're not trying to fall in love. Some people are not trying to. They're just looking for a company.
I can say that when you feel it, like it's something that you just know.
But when is the right time? When you feel it, you're saying it's the right time, that's okay. So what if you're dating somebody, and I'm going to stick with Steve Harvey thing of he always want to wait 90 days. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but it's 90 days later. You feel like you love the person. Should you tell them? Would you?
I have to feel that. I got to feel that vibe back. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to say it first.
Okay,
but
okay.
And I'm gonna say something that's really like off-colored, right? Many have said it, but it's not real, or just said it.
It was
in
words.
it was just words.
Let's come with our famous word. We're gonna say it together all on the count of when the words and actions equal. 1, 2, 3. Congruent.
What she said.
Congruency. We need that.
The vocabulary of the day.
Yes.
The word of the day. Now, mind you, it really, in the heat of the moment, I have so many love.
Well, wait a second.
I'm cutting this off.
I would say when is a good time to tell someone that you love them is when you're certain of it. Don't just throw words out because something is feeling good in the moment.
Yeah.
Because you can feel good. A person can make you feel good in a moment, but make sure that you're sure. And if you're not afraid, because I'm going to tell you something, fear is usually at the forefront of every relationship. And I think that's why a lot of things get stalled and it don't work out. Because people are always afraid. If I tell her this, then she might think that, or he's going to think that.
Yeah.
Or if I do this, what if they do this? What if they don't? What if they don't say it back?
Yeah.
But to me, be brave. Be brave, because sometimes you wait too long and you can actually miss out on a real opportunity.
Yeah, live in that moment. Don't worry about the what if, just if you feel it and this is not a fleeting moment, right?
Yes.
Say it. Like, life is too short.
Yes.
If I'm going to tell you, if I mean it, I'm going to tell you I love you.
Yes. Don't let fear rob you.
Yeah.
Fear rob us too much every day
yeah.
in so many instances.
Yeah, she's right.
Yes.
She's right about that.
Yep. So when you really know, I think it's okay to say it. Just prepare yourself if you've got somewhat of an ego in case the person doesn't say it back. Are you going to be able to be okay with that? Make sure you're going to be able to be okay with that.
Yeah.
Because also know that just because they didn't tell you back that they love you, that don't mean that they don't love you.
Right.
It could mean that fear is there blocking and it's robbing them, of saying what's really real. But hey, take the lead. There's nothing wrong with it if you know for sure.
Nothing at all.
Yes.
Nothing at all. Wait, and before we go, because we're going to cut off soon, you brought up a good question because you're talking about fear. I got a question for you. This is a hot topic question, real quick. And it doesn't have anything to do with what we were talking about.
Okay.
I mean, it does, but you don't have to relate it to that.
Okay.
Fear can impose limits. What scares you the most? And it doesn't have to do with saying I love you. Fear can impose limits. What scares you the most? Bobby, and I'm going to ask you guys, what scares you the most?
Ooh. Now, keep it based around relationships. What scares me the most, because I'd go way over to the left, spiritual.
Okay.
But we're going to keep it about relationship.
Okay.
Right? What scares me the most is missing out on the best thing that could have happened to me, and somebody missing out on the best thing that could have happened to them. For me. Okay, I'm joking a little bit, but yeah, what scares me the most is missing out on an opportunity because I just didn't see it, or I was too afraid to go for it.
That's deep.
How about you?
What scares me the most? And I'm gonna, you know what? I could keep it real light, but I mean, because what I might tell you might be too heavy for this little couple of minute segment.
But then we'll keep it light, because that's why I kept mine to the relationship side.
Oh, and I'm not even with the relationship
Oh,
side.
okay.
Like, what scares me the most actually is like dying alone.
Ooh.
Right? So now, after I got deep on what scares me the most is scary movies.
Well, I don't watch scary movies. I stopped watching them many years ago.
I don't do scary movies. I don't care. I don't want to see nothing about demons. And ever since I was a little girl.
Yeah.
Oh, and lightning. Yeah, that scares me too. I'm a punk. I will talk so much junk if I have to. But if it starts thundering and lightning, I'm scared. Like I'm really scared. So
Okay. Well, what else? Anything else? Because Jennifer quickly took it from, the relationship of what scares her to just some other common things. But that's okay because there's other things that scare us, right?
Yeah,
right?
This is a general question.
But I definitely would love to hear from a guy. I want to hear from men. Like, what is the difference between wants and needs?
Right.
Like, is there a difference for men also? Because I know a long time ago, and I'm talking like maybe 15 years ago, I was with my family, and it was the women and the guys. And guys were saying that women want so much. And the women were saying, well, guys, we know you guys are pretty simple.
Yeah.
So we took a piece of paper, the men wrote a list of everything that they wanted and needed from a woman. And the women did it. And they were like, guys, y'all not finished yet? We were in a separate room. We were taking so long writing stuff back. Then we came back with this long list, and they said, you know what? Just read our list first, because yours is so long. And then their list had 3 things on it.
I can tell you.
Feed them, sex them, and don't block the TV.
So I am interested to hear what the guys have to say about that.
Yes,
I can't wait because we got more on this topic about on that.
Yes.
I also want to hear from guys because most guys are not going to be honest about this fear because sometimes they relate fear to weakness.
And it's
nobody
not
wants to appear weak. But I want to ask guys this question. Fear can impose limits. What scares you the most?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Don't be afraid to answer the question.
Yes, don't be afraid to answer the question. And I think that could actually bring you closer to someone. If you truly love the person and they love you, open up.
Absolutely.
Let's talk.
Absolutely.
This has been so much fun. I can't wait until I go talk to the guys. I'm going to be at Invite Only Studio soon. We are going to be there talking to some fellas. But please, hit the subscription button. Sorry, not subscription. I wish we had something that was a subscription button. Hit the subscribe button.
Yeah.
Okay? And turn your notifications on so that when we put up our new videos, you will be notified right away.
Yep. And make sure you join us on all the social media platforms. And get this card game, y'all.
For Real Talkers. That's the number 4. We also have merchandise there, T-shirts, check us out, but at least, definitely follow us here because we're going to be going live very soon. Countdown is coming. Very soon we're going to be live.
Yes.
So
I might be quiet, but I'll be talking again. I might be quiet during that time.
We're not going to allow Jen to be quiet. She got a lot of good information. So thank you for joining us today.
All right.
This is For Real Talkers, where real people
say real things.
Bye.
Bye.